Carl, it's a privilege to have you here today. And I'm going to have you say your complete full name because I'm not going to touch that one today.
Sure. My name is Karapet Kouyoumjan, but short name is Carl.
And you're a sculptor, but a sculptor in a totally different method that I've ever seen.
I discovered my method since I was very young. Since I was 2 or 3 years old, I was making like little wire characters, like little men and bicycles. But that's what my sister says. Of course, I don't remember it when I was like 3 years old, but she told me like when I was 3, I used to play with wires. So, and I had that artistic inspiration since I was young. I used to like itch to actually draw something, and I used to be very good at it. And I used to go through drawing into sculpting. The urge to create for sculpting was so much. Like plasticine was my favorite. I started making like really good figures since I was like 6, and my parents wanted to take me to sculpting school, and they said I'm too young to play with the clay and whatever. They just didn't want to take the thing. But you know, I started doing a lot of drawing since I was young, and then sculpting. If I was out of plasticine, it used to be sponge. I used to take a little sponge, starts cutting off, and make like little characters out of it, like a man, you know, dog or a tank, something like that.
Cool. Let's look at the first one, and that way people can see exactly what I'm talking about.
Now the harp player is right here, of course. We have it on the thing. She is movable sculpture. When I wanted to make my wire sculptures, I always wanted to put movements in them. So you can actually, like, if you can't be bored with it. Let's say if you want to change your position, you can always change the position of the arms and even the legs. Now the harp is made out of one string of wire, 12 gauge electric wire, the whole harp, the framing, of course, the seat, and the thing is all made out of one string of wire. And the strings are multiple, and I have brass, which is gold, and she, of course, is you know, she's got a dress on. Her legs do move if you want to move their legs.
I love the fact it's got a little bow on the back.
Oh yeah, dress, yeah. I wanted to dress her up, you know, make her look nice.
This is so unique, something I've never seen before. Let's go look at the next one.
And the next one is, I call them violinist, but together I let them be together like this. They're dynamic duos. They do move their arms if they want to. Their legs are movable completely. Now the bench that she's sitting on is one string of television cable wire.
So you don't throw anything away?
No, it's completely recycled. These things are completely, they're from transformers, they're from little motors, coffee grinder, whatever there is motor in there, it's got a wire in it. And some of those wires are coated with beautiful colors. Look at the color that they have. Now she is copper, of course. Her arms are copper. It changes color and tarnishes, but the rest of them do not. This one's silver coated, and if they're colored, they're coated.
So where did the music background?
That is a nice story. I just on sculptures, I always want to give people something they have never seen in this world. So that's my goal, that to provide artwork that's not being seen or not being done in that way. Like abstract pictures, abstract things. Those are the things that's never been seen in that way.
Well, you got me. I'm on the team now. This next piece.
Now my next piece, I call it Bad to the Bone. I wanted to create a motorcyclist. Well, that's a different one. I brought this one to my to here. All the wheels are done. The wheels do turn on my motorcycle, and the steering wheel steers. The whole functionality functions. I gave him a cigar. I gave him a little belly, of course, and they're all recycled material, recycled wires. And I think he was great to make it, and I had like really good time making it and make it work, like functional.
Well, I love the fact that you got dual headlights.
Of course, and he's got a .45 pistol on the side.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, yeah. It's like a little silver thing. I just want to make him like a bad to the bone guy. So that's that. And I have many others. I have, I like to make my sculptures to move, and I do give them movements, which are, you can actually, move your arms, fingers. If they're large, I have a model, which is a large model, which is a skeleton, but you have full motion of movement that robots can have. Like if there is a robot maker who wants to put motorized robot, that whole thing weighs about 5 pounds. It's made out of television steel wire. When your television cable comes, it's steel, so I have to strip it, take it out, but it's fantastic copper-coated steel, which is like really durable.
In this last piece, let's take a look at this last piece.
Oh,
the crucifix.
Crucifix. Well, that thing, I started making it, like I start from the toes. So toes and feet, and that dictates how big the model would be. And I started making it, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna make the crucifix. So I started making it. It's coming out very well. The last pieces that I was putting it together onto the cross, I got so emotional from, like I had that feeling. I said, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna make a Jesus and I'm gonna crucify, like I'm gonna put him on a cross. I had like, my heart was full of like love and enjoyment in a way, but yet like felt something doing it. So that piece is really close because my sister, she loves Jesus and she always prays. So that piece was dedicated to my sister, gave it to my sister.
That is so awesome. I see that in all your pieces: emotions, movement, color, and the fact that you're recycling everything. That's the amazing part about it. Thank you very, very much.